If you truly understand the power of April 20th, your life will never be the same again. This is not just another day. It's a divine turning point that could change everything for you. If you truly understand the significance of April 20th, your destiny will change forever. Life is filled with ordinary days, but then there are days that hold the power to shift the course of history, to transform lives, to awaken something deep within you. Most people move through life unaware of the moments that could change everything. They wake up, go through their routine, and sleep, believing that tomorrow will be just another day. But for those who recognize the power hidden in certain moments, life is never the same again. April 20th is one of those moments. Some of the most defining events in history have happened on this day. Some of the most powerful decisions were made on this day, and some of the greatest shifts in human destiny have occurred on this day. But the real question is not about history. The real question is about you. What will this day mean for you? Will it be just another date on the calendar, or will you recognize that this day could be the moment when everything changes for you? Destiny is not something that happens by accident. It is the result of decisions, of moments seized, of opportunities recognized. Some people wait for change to come from outside, while others understand that change must come from within. What if April 20th is the day you finally decide to break free from everything that has been holding you back? What if this is the day you finally let go of your doubts, your fears, your hesitation? What if this is the day you rise up and say, enough is enough? I will not live an ordinary life anymore. Every person who has ever done something great has had a moment when they made a choice, a moment when they said, I will not settle. I will not live beneath my potential. I will not allow fear to dictate my future. Maybe you have felt the pull inside you for a long time, the feeling that you are meant for more, that you are not created to live in mediocrity, that something greater is calling you, and yet something has been holding you back. Maybe it's the fear of failure, the fear of what people will say, the fear of stepping into the unknown. But fear is nothing more than an illusion, a chain that only exists if you allow it to exist. April 20th is an invitation to finally step into the life you were meant to live, an invitation to stop making excuses and start making progress, an invitation to take control of your future. You may think that one day does not have the power to change everything, but history proves otherwise. One day can be the turning point of a lifetime. One moment of decision can open doors you never imagined possible. One act of courage can rewrite your entire future. This is not about luck. This is not about waiting for things to magically change. This is about making a decision that will shift your life forever. The greatest people in history were not the ones who had perfect conditions, endless resources, or guaranteed success. They were simply the ones who decided that their time had come. They refused to stay stuck. They refused to let another year go to waste. And now it is your time. It is your moment. The question is not whether this day will be special. The question is whether you will make it special. Will you step into the fullness of your potential, or will you let another opportunity slip through your fingers? Will you take control of your destiny, or will you let fear and doubt keep you chained to the past? The choice is yours. Everything you need is already inside you. The strength, the wisdom, the courage. It is all there waiting for you to activate it. The only thing left is for you to make the decision. Because if you truly understand what April 20th represents, you will never see your life the same way again. If you truly grasp the opportunity before you, you will step into a new reality, a new level, a new destiny. And when you look back, you will remember this day not as just another date, but as the day everything changed. Most people go through life waiting for the right moment, the perfect opportunity, the ideal conditions to make a change. They tell themselves that one day they will take action, one day they will follow their dreams, one day they will step out in faith. But what they don't realize is that life does not wait for them. Time does not stop. The days turn into weeks, the weeks into months, and before they know it, years have passed, and they are still standing in the same place, still making the same excuses, still waiting for something to change. But nothing changes until they make a decision. April 20th is not just another day. It is a day that carries the weight of destiny. It is a day that can mark the beginning of something new, something powerful, something life-changing, but only if you recognize it. Only if you decide that this will be the day when you stop waiting and start moving. Because waiting is a trap. Waiting convinces you that tomorrow will always be there, that opportunities will keep coming, that there is no urgency. But the truth is, life does not give unlimited chances. Doors open for a moment and then they close. And those who hesitate are the ones who miss out. Think about all the moments in your life when you felt the pull to do something different. The moments when you knew deep inside that you were meant for more. The moments when you felt that if you just took one step forward, everything could change. But instead of stepping forward, you hesitated. You let doubt creep in. You let fear whisper lies into your ear. You convinced yourself that you were not ready, that it was not the right time, that you needed more clarity, more confirmation, more proof. And so you stayed where you were. You let the moment pass, and deep down you regretted it. But what if this time is different? What if this time you choose not to hesitate? What if this time you silence the doubts, ignore the fear, and take the leap? What if this time you refuse to let another opportunity slip away? Because the truth is, nothing changes until you decide that it must change. Nothing shifts until you make the move. Nothing happens until you step forward and take control of your life. You see, the universe rewards action. The people who succeed in life are not always the smartest, the most talented, or the most privileged. They are simply the ones who take action when others hesitate. They are the ones who step forward when others step back. They are the ones who see an opportunity and say, "This is my moment," while others let the moment pass them by. Right now, you are at a crossroads. Right now, you have a choice to make. Will you let this day come and go like any other day, or will you recognize it as a turning point? Will you allow yourself to remain stuck in the same patterns, or will you break free? Will you continue to make excuses, or will you take responsibility for your future? Imagine looking back on this day years from now and realizing that it was the moment that set everything in motion. Imagine remembering April 20th as the day you finally took control of your life. Imagine knowing that this was the turning point, the day when you stopped hesitating and started moving forward with boldness, with courage, with faith. The choice is yours. But if you truly understand the power of this moment, if you truly grasp the significance of today, then you already know what you must do. You must act. You must decide. You must move. And when you do, everything will begin to change. Because if you truly understand April 20th, you will never see your life the same way again.
Every great transformation in life begins with a moment of realization. A moment when you wake up and understand that you cannot continue living the way you have been. It is in that moment that the desire for change is born. But desire alone is not enough. Wanting something different, dreaming of a better life, hoping for a breakthrough. These things do not create change. Action does, decision does, boldness does. The people who experience radical shifts in their lives are not just the ones who dream, but the ones who act on their dreams. They are the ones who recognize the significance of a moment and seize it with everything they have. They do not wait. They do not hesitate. They do not look for excuses. They see an opportunity and they step into it. April 20th is an opportunity. It is a moment in time that carries the weight of destiny. It is the kind of moment that can become a reference point in your life, the day when everything changed, the day when you stopped doubting yourself, the day when you finally made the decision to move forward. But for that to happen, you must treat this day differently than any other. You must recognize that this is not just another sunrise, not just another ordinary 24 hours. This is a divine appointment. This is a turning point. This is a day that can redefine your entire future. Think about all the people who had the potential to do something great, but never did. Think about all the dreams that died because people were too afraid to take the first step. Think about all the moments in history when someone stood at the edge of their breakthrough, but let fear pull them back. The world is full of stories of unrealized potential, of people who could have made a difference but never did, of lives that could have been extraordinary but remained ordinary because the person refused to act. Do not let that be your story. Do not let another opportunity pass you by. Do not let another year go by where you are still in the same place, still struggling with the same problems, still wishing things would change, but never doing anything about it. Every person who has ever accomplished something significant in life had a moment when they chose to stop making excuses and start taking action. They had a moment when they stopped blaming their circumstances, stopped doubting themselves, stopped waiting for permission, and simply decided that they were going to move forward no matter what. They did not have all the answers. They did not have everything figured out. Everything figured out. They did not know exactly how things would unfold, but they took the step anyway, and that first step led to another, and another, and another, until eventually they looked around and realized that their entire life had changed. You do not need to know every detail about the future to move forward. And you do not need to have every question answered before you take action. All you need is a decision, a commitment to move in the direction of your destiny, even when the path is not completely clear. The mistake most people make is waiting for certainty before they act. They want to be sure that everything will work out before they take the first step. They want to see the whole picture before they commit. But that is not how life works. The greatest breakthroughs come when you step out in faith, when you move forward, even when you do not have all the details, when you trust that as you take action, the right doors will open, the right opportunities will appear, and the right resources will come. There are two kinds of people in this world, those who wait and those who create. Those who wait sit on the sidelines of life, hoping that something will change, wishing that things will get better, complaining about their circumstances, but never doing anything about them. And then there are those who create, those who understand that life will not hand them their dreams on a silver platter, those who take responsibility for their future and move forward even when it is difficult, even when they are afraid, even when they are uncertain. These are the people who change their own lives. These are the people who create history. These are the people who refuse to live with regret. Regret is one of the heaviest burdens a person can carry. It is the pain of knowing that you had the opportunity to do something different, but chose not to. It is the realization that fear held you back from becoming everything you were meant to be. It is looking back at your life and wishing you had been bolder, more courageous, more willing to take risks. Do not let regret be part of your story. Do not let hesitation rob you of your future. Do not let fear keep you trapped in a life that is less than what you were created for. Right now, at this moment, you have a choice. You can continue living the way you always have, or you can decide that today is the day when everything changes. You can continue waiting for the perfect time, or you can accept that the perfect time is now. You can continue believing the lies that tell you you are not ready, not good enough, not capable enough. Or you can choose to silence those voices and step into your destiny with confidence. The truth is, you are ready. You have everything you need within you. The strength, the wisdom, the courage, it is all there, waiting for you to activate it. The only thing standing between you and your breakthrough is your willingness to take action. The only thing keeping you from the next level is hesitation. And hesitation is nothing more than fear disguised as logic. It is the voice that tells you to wait just a little longer, prepare just a little more, to think things through one more time. But that voice is a liar. It will keep you stuck forever if you let it. The people who succeed in life are the ones who silence that voice and take action anyway. They do not let fear control them. They do not let doubt dictate their choices. They move forward boldly, even when they do not have all the answers, even when the road ahead is uncertain. And because they move, they grow. Because they take action, they discover opportunities that others never see. Because they step out in faith, they experience breakthroughs that others only dream of. This is your time. This is your moment. If you truly understand what April 20th represents, you will not let this day pass you by without making a decision. You will not let another opportunity slip through your fingers. You will recognize that this is your chance to shift the direction of your life, to step into a new season, to leave behind everything that has been holding you back. Imagine looking back on this day years from now and knowing that this was the moment when everything changed. Imagine remembering April 20th as the day you stopped waiting and started moving. Imagine realizing that this was the turning point, the breakthrough, the day you finally took control of your destiny. And if you do, everything will begin to shift. The moment you decide, the moment you commit, the moment you take action, doors will open, opportunities will appear. Your life will begin to move in the direction of your dreams. But it all starts with a decision, a single moment of courage, a single act of faith, a single choice to step forward and never look back. This is your invitation. This is your opportunity. This is your destiny calling. This is your destiny calling. The only question is, will you answer? Because if you truly understand April 20th, you will never see your life the same way again. Everything in life comes down to a decision. A single moment, a single choice, a single step forward can change everything. April 20th is not just another day. It is a divine opportunity, a defining moment, a turning point that can set your life on a new course. But nothing will change unless you decide that it must. Nothing will shift unless you refuse to stay where you are. Nothing will happen unless you rise up and take action. This is your time to step into your purpose, to break free from fear, to silence the doubts, and to claim the future that has been waiting for you. The choice is yours. You can let this moment pass and remain the same, or you can embrace it and step into something greater. Regret is the price of hesitation, but victory belongs to those who act. The road ahead may not be clear. The path may not be easy, but if you move forward with faith, everything will begin to align in your favor. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Do not let another day go by without making the decision that will change your life. Your breakthrough is waiting. Your destiny is calling. And if you truly understand what April 20th represents, you will never see your life the same way again. The time is now. Step into it and never look back. April 20th is your moment to step into a new destiny. Don't let it slip away. Take action now, make the change, and share your journey with us. Subscribe, like, and take that first step toward the life you were always meant to live.